Welcome everyone. I'm Tracy Fitzpatrick and I'll be your moderator today. Thank you so much for joining us here at Netcom Learning, a market leader in promoting lifelong learning, training, and talent development solutions. We are very excited to host today's event, Networking 2.0 Cisco's Vision for the Future. Presenting today's topic is Mohammed Noor. Noor has been working as a Cisco trainer for the last 17 years. He's experienced in training, expertise spanning system administration, network administration, field engineering, network consulting, and incident management. A certified instructor from Cisco and a CCI, Noor is dedicated to empowering individuals with comprehensive knowledge and skills in networking. Now, please bear in mind that this is an overview of a very robust topic. We offer a collection of technical and business courses that can be tailored to your specific requirements. If you are interested in a further discussion, you can make an appointment with our learning consultants through our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is also being recorded, so you'll get free access to the recording in the next 24 hours via email. Netcom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to help them reach optimal performance results and address challenges. We do have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the networking practice area. Netcom Learning offers a comprehensive training portfolio of courses for the topic being covered today. Our upcoming classes include various trainings on the given courses. You can also access a variety of marketing assets, such as the free training and blogs, by clicking on the available event handout. These offerings can be found with a simple search on our website at netcomlearning.com. In today's session, we'll delve into the latest trends in emerging technologies in networking, such as 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and edge computing. Led by a certified Cisco instructor, we'll cover essential technical skills to fortify your organization's infrastructure against future challenges. And now I would like to give you a quick overview of the logistics before we get started. To begin with, you do have the option to view in full screen by clicking on the full screen button on the right side of the GoToWebinar viewer. Simply hit the escape key to exit the full screen. Everyone has been muted except for our presenters. Feel free to submit any questions you have for the presenters here in the questions pane, and we will address them at the end of the session. And to get the best out of today's events, we've included the slides, courses we talk about, and marketing assets in the handouts section of your GoToWebinar viewer. You may refer to them at any time to get a better understanding of today's topic. And we do realize that some of you may have to leave early and want to let you know that as you do leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to take a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience and improve our future sessions for you. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. And now I'd like to pass this over to our trainer to present today's topic. Hi, Noor. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the brief introduction. My name is Mohammed Noor. I've been in the industry for about 17 years, served various roles in the past, starting from system administration, network administration, field engineering, network consulting, incident management, and so on. I'm a certified instructor from Cisco. I'm also a CCIE. In today's session, Networking 2.0, Cisco's vision for the future. So what we have in the agenda is industry trends in networking. Then we're going to deep dive into individual trends, and we'll take some questions from the panel. With that, some of the industry trends in networking are the very first one is 5G, fifth generation mobile network. The next industry trend is Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6E, wireless communication. Both of these falls under the category of wireless communication. The third one is software-defined networking. The fourth one is multi-cloud networking. The fifth one is automation and orchestration. And the last one is network security. There are a few other industry trends. I've prioritized 6 for this session to talk about in today's session. Can you imagine a day without connectivity? The answer is no. Today, our day starts with our mobile devices or smart devices such as smartwatch and so on. The connectivity is so important today. It is something like having a electricity or a gas connection at a home. It's become an essential need today. Back then, a few years back, if I have to reflect back, the room where I'm sitting right now had hardly one device connected to the internet. Today, I have roughly about 10 devices connected to the internet. I've got smart system, cameras, got multiple laptops, iPads, and so on. There is a high surge in growth of data. There is high surge in users as well. So without connectivity, a day is incomplete. So to be very precise, wireless connectivity is playing a very important role. Let's dive in and talk about 5G. 5G technology is a fifth generation cellular network, which is succeeding 4G technology. Some of the key points about 5G is what it is offering is higher speed comparative to 4G. Every time there is new generation of cellular network, it has come back with speed increase. In 5G, it leverages wider bandwidth technologies such as sub 6 gigahertz frequency, allowing more efficient data transmission. What 5G also offers is latency, minimum latency, or latency reduction. I have a CCTV camera which is powered by 5G network. We have a farmhouse far in a village, and There is no proper connectivity, broadband connectivity out there. So what we're trying to use is a CCTV camera, a surveillance camera, which is powered by 5G, and we see the real-time feed, what's happening around our farm, staying miles away. So that's the problem 5G technology is solving by providing speed, latency reduction, and improved connectivity. It enhances coverage, and also with 5G technology, some of the sensors are being powered or being connected to the internet. So we check our emails, video stream, data stream, social media on a 4G or a 5G network. So the speed latency is basically a contributor on a day-to-day life of our individuals to stay connected onto the network. One of the things what has evolved in 5G is private 5G. What's happening in the industry is industries such as autonomous vehicle, manufacturing, robotics, virtual reality, gaming, they require high-speed network. Today, gaming is happening from various parts of the world. You can't even imagine where these people are gaming in from remote part of the world, essentially, remote part of the country, and so on. With the power of 5G, speed, bandwidth, it and the low latency it offers, we're able to address manufacturing, autonomous vehicle, robotics, and virtual reality, and various other use cases. But what's new or what's different about 5G is private 5G. So for organizational private communication, organizations can use 5G technology where Wi-Fi is not an option. For example, you have a college campus which is spread across hundreds of acres of land, and you want to provide transport out there. You can leverage private 5G or deploy private 5G with your own radios, SIMs, and stay connected to the packet call or to your local LAN area network and access the applications essentially. So that's a short, brief introduction about private 5G. Let's talk about Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E are both wireless networking standard. As the wireless industry or standards have evolved, it has improved bandwidth, speed, performance, and features essentially. What Wi-Fi 6 offers is high efficiency Wi-Fi. It's a significant upgrade from previous Wi-Fi 5 802.11 AC standard. Wi-Fi 6 can give you speed up to 9.6 gigabits per second. In terms of Wi-Fi 6, there is a new frequency band of 6 gigahertz, which provides speed and also less interference. The third industry trend, before I touch on, I wanted to talk about the mix of Wi-Fi 6 and 5G. So this is the private 5G core. What you can do is you can connect Wi-Fi 6 APs and get connected to private 5G core network. Instead of investing on radio and so on, you can consume the wireless technology and glue it together with 5G technology and take benefit of speed and agility. The next trend, which I'm going to talk about, software defined networking. Traditionally, we have been managing the networks through CLI. It was easy to manage one or two devices or tens of devices. But as we saw high surge of users and data growth, setting up the networks in a traditional fashion does not scale well. What we're trying to do is we're trying to use software defined networks, defining the network through software. It enables dynamic and programmatically efficient network configuration. So what you're trying to do is, let's say you have a network device such as switch. The switch has management plane, control plane, and data plane. What you're trying to do is centralize the management plane with SDN controller. Some of the examples in Cisco world is Cisco DNA Center, Cisco ACI or APEC, and Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. So essentially, we're trying to manage our networks through software-defined networking, which provides an intuitive graphical user interface. In some of the SDN solution, you can not only centrally manage the network, but also your control plane decisions are being made by the SDN solution. Whereas data forwarding is onto the switch. This abstraction allows centralization of the network management and making it more flexible and easier to manage. The SDN controller communicates with the switches whenever we have to deploy a network policy or a configuration. We're talking to the SDN controller, and SDN controller is pushing configurations to your network. If you have to manage hundreds of network devices, SDN can simplify it essentially. SDN controllers also offers API, and SDN controller in turn is talking the APIs of the network device to push those configurations. The next industry trend, what we're going to touch base on, is multi-cloud networking. It's clear all of the organizations are consuming cloud services today. And it's clear we need connectivity to these cloud service providers. With multi-cloud networking, we are trying to connect on-premises with multiple cloud service providers, such as AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, Oracle, and so on. Not just the infrastructure, we're trying to consume platform, but software as a service providers as well, irrespective of it. It needs connectivity. So in order to do this connectivity, we have solutions in Cisco called SD-WAN, which can power or which can interconnect multiple cloud service providers. The next industry trend, what we're going to talk about is network automation. Network automation refers to the process of using software tools and script to automate repetitive tasks. Imagine you have a massive network of thousands of network devices, and you have to implement a change where you have to modify an ACL. Let's say I, as a network admin, I have been tasked to make those changes on hundreds of devices. Whenever there is a repetitive task, we humans tend to make mistakes. Why not offload those repetitive tasks to a machine, to a script? That's essentially what network automation is. What essentially these network automation scripts can provide you is efficiency in repetitive tasks, reduces manual efforts, and simplify network operations. In terms of network automation, you're trying to solve one use case. In terms of network orchestration, automation, network orchestration takes automation to higher level. It involves coordinating and managing end-to-end process across multiple systems and domains within the network. For example, when I making a network configuration change on a network devices is network automation use case. Making a change on an application, on an operating system, on a network gear is an end-to-end process, is an orchestration. For example, today when an employee is onboarded into the network, we triggered certain automated workflows so that network configuration is in place, policies are in place, not just from the network from an application and domains, from operating system and servers and cloud applications perspective. So the key difference is automation is often linear, handles low-level tasks, configuring a single switch. Orchestration is more holistic, coordinating tasks across different domains and external systems, providing resources, enforcing access rights, and ensuring quality of service. That brings us to the last industry trend and very important ones, that is network security. In today's world, there are two types of organization. One, who have been attacked, they don't know yet. Another, they have been attacked and they are still trying to figure out how do you secure the network or their infrastructure. As we see high surge of data and users in the industry, there are equally new security threats evolving. And it is important to defend against those security threats. So network security encompasses various technologies, devices, processes designed to safeguard integrity, confidentiality, and access of computer networks and data. We use devices such as firewall, IPS, IDS, and various other SIEM applications, and so on for network security. So what is integrity? Let's say there is a communication between user A and user B. Whatever the communication is happening, let's say user A sends transfer $10 to user B or user C. It goes the same, the $10 remain the same. Nobody is modifying the numbers. It goes unaltered. Integrity of data has been ensured. Then confidentiality protects sensitive information from unauthorized disclosure. Whatever the communication is happening between user A and user B, it's not visible to anybody else. And accessibility ensures legitimate users can access resources without hindrance. The network has a lot of threats. In that, we're trying to access application, provide seamless, legitimate users access to the resources without hindrance is what we're trying to deliver into the network. With that, let me quickly bring you back and summarize what we discussed in this session. We discussed about 5G, role of 5G, private 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6E. Additionally, there is new Wi-Fi 7 being tested. And we discussed about software-defined networking. We discussed about multi-cloud networking, automation and orchestration, and lastly, network security. With that, let me open up for questions.
Thank you, Nora. That was most informative. Now, I know everyone is looking forward to the Q&A session, so go ahead and start putting in your questions into the question panel. And while you're doing that, I'd like to give the presentation rights over to Natika Singh, our Deputy Manager Product Marketing, who's going to introduce our promotions and webinar-related courses.
Thank you for extending the opportunity to speak with the audience today. I hope the session was informative and it added value to your learning experience. You can watch the event recording by clicking the Access Recording button here. Now, I would like to highlight Netcom learning capabilities and why we are the best when it comes to training and learning services, recognized by Microsoft as the winners of the Partner of the Year awards 2 years in a row. 2023 and 2022, we excel in guiding organizations to achieve peak performance while addressing their challenges through comprehensive organizational learning solutions. Our dedication since 1998 has led us to service over 80% of Fortune 1000 companies and served 100 plus US military bases. We have trained over 1 million professionals and helped 36,000 plus organizations achieve their business goals. We have a huge portfolio of more than 3,300 certified trainers who are subject matter experts in their domains. Our dedication to providing customized learning methods is why we are awarded as the top 20 IT training companies by trainingindustry.com. Moving ahead, being a platinum learning partner of Cisco, I would like to announce our upcoming schedules of Cisco training that you can explore through this handout. To add value to your learning curve, we encourage you to leverage free on-demand training and blog on Cisco certifications. I want to bring an exciting offer for you, our exclusive Cisco Buy One Get One deal. Enroll in any instructor-led Cisco training and receive a second course absolutely free. Yes, you heard that right. 2 courses for the price of one. This limited time offer is valid for courses scheduled till July 26, 2024. So act fast and take advantage of this incredible opportunity to advance your career. If you would like to maximize your Cisco ROI with unlimited access to in-depth training and hands-on labs, then enroll in our Cisco U Essentials and Cisco U All Access subscriptions. Cisco U is a digital learning experience that recommends personalized content for each learner spanning through Cisco and Cisco adjacent technologies, including unlimited access to hands-on labs. Cisco U is more than just a digital learning subscription. It's a thriving community of learners and creators for learning and growing. As a Cisco Platinum Learning Partner, Netcom Learning helps organizations purchase authorized Cisco training with Cisco Learning credits to increase the technical competencies of their employees and deliver greater technology returns. Cisco Learning Credits or CLCs are prepaid training vouchers redeemed directly with Cisco that help you purchase, redeem, and manage Cisco training courses. You can use your CLCs to upgrade your team's expertise with our authorized Cisco training available for public and private training schedules. You can also take the advantage from Learning Passport, which is Netcom Learning solution, to flexible team training. It is designed to be customized for the number of learners you train on top technology vendors like Microsoft, Cisco, CompTIA, Adobe, and more. The single package can be redeemed for over 4,000 plus official courses with a validity of 12 months. I would like to introduce you to Netcom Plus Learner subscription, which is complimentary for all the attendees. Netcom Plus provides you access to more than 400 e-learning courses across various technologies and vendors. I would recommend you all to visit Netcom Learning's website for more information on our courses and certifications, free virtual events, our latest blogs and ebooks, and promotion offers. If you want to build a smarter workforce and drive business growth, I highly recommend you go through the book Building an Innovative Learning Organization by Russell Sarder, CEO of Netcom Learning. You can easily find this book on Amazon. For the latest updates on IT and business training, follow us and subscribe to our social media handles. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.
Thanks so much for guiding us through that valuable information, Natika. And now we're going to go ahead and jump right into our question and answer session. If you haven't yet, it's not too late to pop your questions into the question panel. And as we start our Q&A sessions, we're also going to launch a quick poll that we want to invite you to participate in. Doing so helps us to know how we can better serve you by telling us who might be interested in more information or in taking some additional training. In addition, we have a lot more informative webinars coming up, so please go to netcomlearning.com/webinars in order to register. And the first question we have today is, how do I get started with networking?
A very good question. So, very first certification or a training program where you can begin with is CCNA. That sets the foundational aspect, and then you can dwell into enterprise core, EN core, that basically talks about the advanced topics in terms of networking, some of them which are discussed in this session. Any other questions?
Next question is from John. He's asking, who owns the radio in private 5G?
It's private. In private 5G, the radio is owned by individual organizations, which is the reason organizations are trying to consume Wi-Fi 6 and 5G, private 5G or 5G together, and power their network use cases.
Next question that's being asked is, do I need to become a programmer for network automation and orchestration?
Fantastic question. Not really. There are so many low code, no code tools available. And if you can write on a logic, how the automation needs to be done, there can be developers. There is Devin AI, the GPT version of Coder, or if you can consume OpenAI as well, which can help you write the code. So if you can build an workflow, putting people in place to write an automation gets simpler. What is more important? Finding out the right use cases, and two, finding out the workflow, the sequential diagram of how you want to automate.
And finally, let's take one more question before we have to wrap it up. What is the role of AI ML in networking?
Fantastic. There are various use cases in terms of AI. If you look at network analytics is powered by AI. There is no AI or generative AI without networking. If you do not have high performance networking capabilities, you cannot train your models and so on. So in AI is being used for network management, troubleshooting, and AI uses networking to build its stack. AI stack cannot be built without networking.
Once again, I want to remind you that as you leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to help us by taking a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience as we are constantly looking at how we can improve our future sessions. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. We want to thank all of you for joining us today, and if you do come up with any additional questions, feel free to send them to webinar@netcomlearning.com at any time. We hope that you found today's webinar informative, and we look forward to seeing you back here with us soon. Feel free to tell your friends and colleagues about our webinars and other courses. Have a great day, everyone.